Imagine a letter arriving at an art gallery. No artwork inside, no sketch, only instructions. Draw a line from the center of the ceiling to the center of the north wall. An assistant reads it, picks up a pencil, spends days with a pencil on a museum wall. The work is exhibited, sold. It enters art history. The artist never touched that wall. So, tell me, who made the art? New York, 1950s. The art that dominated the world was violent, emotional, personal. Huge canvases, abrupt gestures, raw emotion in the brush. The work was the artist, their temperament, their anguish, their soul. But in the early 1960s, a generation of artists in New York began to turn their backs on all of that. What if art didn't need to shout? Emotion stepped out. Logic stepped in. Simple form. System. Repetition. It was minimalism. And Sol LeWitt was at the center of this movement. LeWitt's first great obsession was the cube. For him, its geometric regularity made it an ideal basic component because it could be multiplied, arranged into patterns, and permuted into infinite combinations. When combination, repetition, and subtraction begin, systems emerge. LeWitt called these works structures, not sculptures. The difference may seem subtle, but it matters. A sculpture carries the mark of the artist. A structure is a system, and it could have been made by anyone who followed the rules. And if a work can be made by anyone, what exactly makes someone an artist? That question would guide everything LeWitt did next. In 1967, Sol LeWitt published a text that changed the history of art. The title was simple, Paragraphs on Conceptual Art. Its central sentence became famous. The idea becomes the machine that makes the art. For LeWitt, the most important moment in the creative process was not when the brush touched the canvas. It was before. It was the planning, the decision, the instruction. In a world where the value of art was tied to the artist's unique touch, LeWitt was saying, the touch doesn't matter. What matters is the system, and he was about to prove it in a way no one would ever forget. In 1968, Sol LeWitt created his first wall drawing. But the artwork was not the drawing. The artwork was the instruction. Each wall drawing begins with a set of instructions written by LeWitt, colors, lines, positions. An assistant reads them and executes them directly on the museum wall. LeWitt compared this to a musical score. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony exists independently of the conductor who leads it, and it sounds different each time. Wall drawings work in the same way. But there is a crucial difference. The work can exist in more than one place at the same time. The same instruction executed in New York and in Berlin simultaneously. These are two instances of the same score, and when the exhibition ends, the work is painted over, but it doesn't disappear. Whoever owns a wall drawing does not own paint on a wall. They own a certificate, and that certificate guarantees the right to recreate the work on any wall forever. The work exists. The work disappears. The work exists again. Over the course of his life, LeWitt created more than 1,200 of these works, each with its own logic, its own system, its own beauty. Today, the place where Sol LeWitt's work lives most fully is Mass Mosey in Massachusetts. The retrospective Sol LeWitt, a wall drawing retrospective, brings together 105 large wall drawings, spanning the artist's entire career from 1969 to 2007. They occupy nearly an acre of walls built specifically for the exhibition, across 3 floors of a historic industrial building. But LeWitt's legacy goes far beyond museum walls. Every time an idea exists before the work, LeWitt is there. Every time someone separates the concept from the hand, LeWitt is there. He was not just a minimalist artist. He was a philosopher of creation. Can art exist without the artist executing it? Sol LeWitt answered that with his entire life. With more than 1,200 works, with wall drawings that were born, died, and were born again. His answer is yes, and it forever changed what we understand as authorship, as the artwork, as art itself. The idea is the machine, and that machine never stops. So, we return to the question from the beginning. Who made the art? His answer is simple. The idea is enough. If this video made you think differently about what art is, or what authorship is, I'm counting on your like. It helps the channel grow and brings this content to more people. And if you're into art, design, and the ideas that change the visual world, subscribe to the channel. There's much more coming. See you next time.